Welcome back. This is our third episode of Champagne Thorns, where we get to talk about The Bachelorette, and instead of just a regular boring recap, we get to tell you all our opinions very bluntly. How we think about everything.
Our very strong opinion.
Yeah, so it's way more fun than just like a recap episode. Yeah. All right. Episode 3.
Episode 3.
Getting wild.
I was about to say, personally, I feel like that the drama's starting to fire up.
Yeah. Here for it. We love the drama.
Yeah, same. The first thing that I noticed is that when they opened up for The Bachelor, or The Bachelorette, and then they showed, like, the Bachelor house, it looked like a fucking frat house, because there were so many people in that household.
Yeah. And then they're sleeping on couches, they're sleeping outside.
Yeah.
Chaos. Honestly, I'd be a little bit annoyed.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then, I don't know how I would do on, like, a date if I barely slept. Not that they really get to sleep much anyway in that house.
Right, yeah.
They're probably, like, food deprived and here's alcohol. Which I guess would also be okay.
Right, yeah. Let's stay up until 4 o'clock in the morning filming this.
I was a little bit surprised that they just started with, like, a group date instead of doing, like, just another cocktail party, I guess.
Right, yeah.
But I thought it was a good idea.
Yeah.
Like doing a pageant.
Yeah.
That's fun. And booty, rocking her with the Speedos.
Yeah.
Really like that.
That's what I have in my notes, is that for the beauty pageant, there were so many black boxes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Can you also imagine, I don't know if we talked about that in the one episode, but this is why you have to have pretty, in good shape people on this show.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if we had like us regular people doing a beauty pageant in Speedos?
Yeah, seriously.
Though,
yeah.
That would make for great television. So.
Yeah, having like hairy dad, like super duper dad bods, or like beer bellies.
I actually really could get behind that.
Yeah, honest to God. Let's do a Bachelor and a Bachelorette with like normal looking people.
Yeah, so props to everybody in the season. You got real in shape.
Right, yeah.
Real in shape.
A thing that was kind of like cringeworthy for the beauty pageant.
All of it?
Right. But I mean like the big one that definitely made me like was when Meatball took the marinara sauce and like dumped it all over him.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
That poor intern that had to clean that up. Like
And how long did it take to clean that up? I hope he went, like, last for his talent, and they just didn't show it to us last, because...
Right, yeah.
Then they all just sit there and, like...
Yeah, and then just, like, oh, sorry, intern. You gotta clean up that marinara sauce.
What a waste.
What a waste.
He's gonna need to find a new thing. He can't just be, like, meatball and marinara.
Right.
All season. Like, it's not gonna work out.
It's not gonna work out. No, it definitely isn't.
I definitely... my favorite part about that whole date was when Gabby said, stiff competition.
Oh, yeah.
And then looked around like, who? What a lady.
You know what? I really wonder if there was, like, guys that were just showing a little bit too much.
Yeah. Or like Ryan stuffing the sock in there. I wonder how many of them packed a little...
Right.
Little extra.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, yeah. False advertising.
Yeah, I hope none of them. Yikes. That one guy that said he's real hairy.
Ooh. Yeah.
Sorry to spring that on you at the last second.
Yeah, seriously. Bring a razor, bro. Jeez.
We had 30 minutes.
Yeah.
That's plenty of time.
Yeah, oh yeah. Quick shave down there. Easy enough. Over and done with. I think that's like all that I had for the beauty pageant.
I mean, so I definitely noted the fact that I hated Chris said something about him being alpha.
Oh, yes.
Immediate red flag. Mm-hmm. Do not tell me you're alpha. I don't want to hear alpha in a sentence from a man ever in my whole life. Or a woman. To be honest, there's just no need to say that you're alpha.
Right.
That's so cringy. I hate it so much. I was like, well... This is only going to get better from here. He already said that he's alpha. I'm sure everybody else is like, okay.
Oh, God. Yeah, I can feel you on that. If somebody were to, like, confront me in the bar and being like, Yeah, I'm like the alpha male. I'll be like, douchebag. Like,
which normally is my type. But that's where we, like, cut the cord.
Yeah.
That's where I'm going to draw the line. Yeah. For a douchebag.
That's going to be a no for me, dog.
Yeah. But yeah, that was the biggest thing that I was like, everybody else did their thing.
Right.
His song was terrible. Sorry, Chris. It was so bad. Is that the only talent never mind. We're over it. We'll catch up with Chris later.
Right, we'll catch up with Chris later. Then we kind of go into, like, the group date with, like, I forgot who. It was, like, the smaller, like, group date.
Oh, yeah, because they had to, like, pick the winners, which, by the way, all their winners were, like, my favorites.
Oh, were they?
Yeah. all of my top picks definitely were on that.
Right, yeah.
That, like, after the late night date.
Yeah.
I liked that. And Avon was there.
You have a big old crush on Avon.
Yeah. Wasn't Brandon there, too? I was really excited about that. And then he got, spoiler, sent home.
He did, yes.
But he did so well enough that, like, they invited him out later.
Right, yeah.
That night. But, I mean, he must have been, like, not really fun to talk to, I guess. But
maybe, yeah.
Which is a real bummer.
Yeah, that is a real bummer.
That was the first time Rachel got turned down.
Oh, yes.
By Jake Jagelski. Okay, Jason.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that was a big ol' yikes.
Yeah, that's really soon to be like, yeah, I'm just not here for you.
Right. And also just, like, all the previews, that's, like, what it is that...
Yeah, it seems like next week's going to be...
Yeah.
Not a great week for her.
It's going to be everybody coming up to Rachel and being like, hey, will you accept this rose? And him being like, nope, actually here for Gabby. Thanks, though. Like,
thanks, but no thanks.
Yeah, right. And I feel like that's where it's going to get spicy.
Yeah. Hope there's tears. Lots of tears.
Yes. Mostly for the Rose League. We need it for the guys. Yeah. But I'll take it from Rachel and Gabby. But the thing that I liked was that Rachel kind of, like, was, like, losing faith in, like, the whole situation when Jason turned her down. Mm-hmm. And then, like, Logan kind of came in and was, like, the relief for her, being like, oh, you're so brave, and yada, yada, yada. And then he fucking kissed Gabby. God. That was just...
I was waiting for somebody to do it, like, back to back like that. Not even, like, different dates or different... Nope, just, I'm going to talk to you. Yep. Make a move. I'm going to talk to you now. I'm going to make a move.
Right, yeah.
And I really thought that both of them were going to try to give him the rose for the date.
Yeah, that would have been fucking wild.
Yeah. Also, Logan and Avon were wearing, like, the same sweater, but in different colors. Really like that sweater. I don't know what it is. Ridiculous, and I make notes like that where I, like, have to point out that I like their sweaters, but I like the sweaters. Those look really nice.
You know what? That's a big thing.
They look good. Yeah, they looked like casual but nice.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, men out here.
It's a good look.
Smelling and looking like weed and disappointment. It's kind of a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that was only the big thing. It was that Logan kissing both of them.
Yeah. Otherwise, it was like. I feel like it went by really fast. And them talking about Logan and Gabby kind of being like, well, I guess I'm gonna
right. Yeah. Like,
not go for it anymore, which I said this last week, that's going to be a problem. Like, them already kind of claiming territory.
You did say that, especially because I was just like, oh, it was nice that they kind of, like, talked about it. And you're like, that could be a real problem, though, because then they could both say that they like it. And I was like, didn't think about that.
But I feel like for one of them to back off means that they already like other people more.
Yeah.
Or, like, willing to back off.
Right.
I guess then you didn't really like them that much in the first place.
Yeah, that's true.
You know?
Yeah, so that's going to be
I think it's going to get good.
It's going to be a kick in the ass, yeah. But kind of, like, piggybacking off of that, Gabby does an awful job of hiding her fucking face. Like, right after Rachel said that, her face just, like, automatically fell, and she was kind of like, oh, yeah, and it's like...
Like, I feel like part of it could be editing, but yeah, she does not do a good job. If I'm Rachel, I'm like, hello,
right.
Speak.
Yeah.
Something's happening.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because I'd like read people's faces, so I would see that and I'd be like, "What's wrong? Do you like Logan too?
Right?
Do you want me to back off?"
Immediately read the room.
Yeah, right. Read the room. And then, like, yeah, it was the awkward interaction between Gabby and Rachel after Logan kissed both of them.
Yeah.
And then,
that was kind of it for that part.
Right. Yeah.
So then they get to one-on-ones.
And then they get the one-on-ones.
I thought it was kind of early for one-on-ones.
That's what I thought, too.
And I noted, too, they must have to talk about it before they give a one-on-one that the other person doesn't like them.
Right, yeah.
Because how do you not give somebody a rose then?
Right.
If they didn't get to talk to them. Like, you know, if, for example, Rachel not giving Jordan the rose... If I'm Gabby, wouldn't I be like, okay, but I'm here.
Right.
Like, maybe
yeah,
I want to take them
seriously.
out. So they must have already have like a list of people that they kind of talked to or like just weren't interested in all.
Right, yeah.
That they were like okay with, like, yeah, you could send them home.
Yeah,
If you're not feeling it, it's fine. Which then, if I'm one of the first people that gets like a one-on-one, I'd be a little panicky.
Yeah.
Like, okay,
definitely.
Well, this is my only option. Because what if you're Jordan V and you're like, I kind of like Gabby, and Rachel asks you on a date, and you're like, well, this is my only shot now, I guess.
Right, yeah. Yeah, God, that just...
backs you into a corner.
That whole thing just has to be fucking messy.
It's so messy.
Yeah.
We love it.
I mean, I'm glad that, like, the points is, like, pretty easy. Like, I'm, like...
Yeah.
Rose League or Fantasizer.
Yeah.
That's what I was, like, really worried about. I was like, how the fuck are they gonna bet it? But, like...
Yeah. I think it's pretty much still the same, even though there's 2 Bachelorettes.
It is, yeah. It's just...
Again, Rose League. Fantasizer.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Points. Makes it real interesting.
It's real fun. Yeah. So for the one... Because Rachel was the first one on the one-on-one date with Jordan, right?
Yeah, that was the first one.
So that zero gravity date looked real fun.
It did look so fun. I don't know. I think I might throw up on that.
Yeah,
I would do it, but I think I'd still throw up.
Probably, yeah.
I don't know. It looked like a lot of fun, though.
It did.
I thought they were having a great time. I don't know.
That's what I thought, too. And then I don't know why she was all of a sudden just like, oh, nope, not interested.
Well, so, I made a note on that date that I didn't dislike Jordan. Mm-hmm. But he went into this, like, personal story of basically raising his siblings. But right before that, he couldn't remember how old his sister was.
Oh, right, yeah.
So you, like, raise them, but you don't know how old they are?
Right, yeah.
I mean, there could be valid reason. Maybe they're just not in touch that much anymore, but like, I feel like you still know.
That's true, yeah.
I know how old my parents are, my siblings, my cousins. Maybe it's because...
Right, yeah, because, like...
I pay attention to things like that. I don't know. But, like, if you're basically raising your siblings, like, you would know how old they are.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
That's kind of, like, strange to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Again, I didn't dislike him, but I was like, what do you mean you don't... You guess she's, like, what, 22, he said? But
right, yeah.
I don't know. That's strange to me.
Yeah. But... a big thing that I have, like, highlighted is the fact that... Rachel pulled out the rose and was just like, I just can't give it to you. And it was like, okay, way to get the kids' hope up. They're like holding the fucking rose.
Do they have
like,
to do that,
sorry.
though? Or do they just know. Like... Yeah, I feel like they have to do that. Because then, like, how do they know that they're getting shut down?
Right.
I mean, you would be able to tell. But that's like the tell, right?
Yeah.
Hold this rose and then I'm not going to give it to you.
Yeah, because we were watching it. And then Rick was just like, she's doing a Tasha move. She's doing a Tasha move. And I was just like, what? I was like, they did it in Michelle's season too.
Right. That's why I feel like they have to pick up, like, signifying, like, moment of truth. Just kidding. You don't get it.
Right. Just kidding. You suck. We're going to put this back.
I'm going to put it right back on the table. But just so you know, this is the part where I would have given it to you if I wanted to.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
It's cringy.
God, that's always a big ol' yikes.
Yeah, don't like that.
I think, like, Okay, so do you have anything else on Rachel's one-on-one date?
No, because I feel like it was kind of quick and...
It was, yeah.
Then they were already cutting to drama.
Right.
With Chris at the house.
Yeah, seriously. But for Gabby's date with Nate, I found it really weird.
You didn't like it?
Well, like, I just found it weird that, like, Nate came over to, like, the Bachelorette mansion.
And Rachel was there?
Yeah, just being like, hey, like... Like, Gabby was like, do you want a mimosa?
Yeah. That is kind of weird, because then he had to be like, yeah, I'm so excited to go on the date with Gabby. Like, it almost is like rubbing it in Rachel's face. Like, yeah, I'm really excited that Gabby picked me.
Right, yeah.
Look how happy I am that I'm going on a one-on-one date. Yeah, and she's already having a rough time. Yeah. I don't know, I feel like they shouldn't be present with each other's dating experience.
They should not, no.
Like, I get cocktail parties are a thing, but, like, they don't need to be, like, all up in each other's business.
Yes! I feel like that's... Yeah, I feel like that is just where it's going to get terribly messy.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't like that.
Yeah.
But I thought the date was... I mean,
let's be honest, I have a big old crush on Nate.
Yeah, we like Nate.
Yeah.
We like Nate. Daddy Nate.
No, Daddy Nate.
It's already got a nickname. Daddy Nate. Oh, and he was getting all choked up talking about his daughter.
Yeah, that was really sweet.
That was cute.
And even before going on the date, he was like, I have to tell Gabby about my daughter.
Right.
Instead of just kind of, being blindsided, like, hey, by the way, I have a daughter, like, later in the season, or...
Don't even want kids. Why am I like this? I'm like, oh, he loves his kid. Love it.
Yeah. Me, I'm just like, oh, that's great that you really like your kids, but just keep them away from me, please. Like, as bad as it sounds.
It's the ovaries thing. We just are trained to love men that love kids.
Honest to God. And
even if we don't.
Yeah. And they did do, like, the typical, like, helicopter date and then the typical hot tub date.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with it. It's a classic for a reason.
It's a classic for a reason.
But, yeah. Get creative. It's not like COVID anymore. You could do things like the zero gravity thing.
Yeah, exactly.
I would just want to do more, like, strange stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Not that you could just go on a helicopter any day and sit on, like, a rooftop or something in a hot tub.
Right.
It's like something you can do every day, but... How many opportunities are you going to get to go up in, like, that zero gravity jet? I don't even want to know how expensive that is.
Oh my God, that must have been ridiculously expensive.
Right. Like, do the expensive shit. I'm sorry. Go to the expensive countries when you start traveling.
Mm-hmm.
Don't go to, like, Wyoming. Pick something good.
Right.
Sorry, ABC, but if I'm here, we're milking you for your money.
Definitely, yeah.
What are you going to say, no?
Right. Yeah, don't be going to...
Right.
Springfield, Illinois.
Right. Oh, well. Hopefully I never see this, because if I ever go on The Bachelor, you're going to be like, no, not that girl.
Yeah, I know, right?
Nope.
She doesn't like
She's just trying to get all these vacations. And...
Yeah, right.
Ain't wrong.
Yeah,
but I liked them together.
I did like them together.
I like that.
So I think that's just, like, why I don't have very many notes, because there wasn't anything, like, cringeworthy.
Yeah, there was nothing, like, bad or...
Yeah, it was, like, a very, like, well put together date, like...
Yeah, lots of chemistry.
Yeah, lots of chemistry,
definitely. I feel
like
they look good together. I can see this working out long term.
Yeah, definitely. I see Nate going very far in this.
Yeah.
Alright, and then we get to the cocktail party. Right?
Yeah.
All garbage the stuff. Cocktail party.
All the drama.
All of the drama. So, like, a big thing that I have noted is that when Rachel and Gabby came out of the limo, because, like, Rachel came out first, it looked like that Rachel just kind of came up and was just, like, and, like, held out her hand for, like, Gabby to hold.
I didn't even notice that. Oh. It was, like, week 2, and they're already like, yeah, she's here, too.
Right, yeah. It just seemed like a very silent, like, eye roll, like, here's my hand, let's walk together.
Right. Forgot this isn't just about me.
Yeah, right. That was, like, a big thing that I noted at the beginning of the cocktail party.
I didn't even notice that. I might rewatch it just to see that.
Yeah.
That's a moment I need to really see.
Yeah,
understand.
Yeah, I just feel like that Rachel felt like that she was obligated to grab Gabby's hand.
Yeah.
And then
I was kind of surprised that they had already brought up. They already wanted to confront the drama.
Right. Yeah.
I get it, because like you don't want him to stick around.
Right. Yeah.
When there's that many guys there already, but I was a little bit surprised that they were already like, we need to tell him right now.
Right. Yeah.
And the fact that multiple guys did it, I liked that.
Oh,
instead
yeah,
of one of them like going out of their way, like, oh, I'm gonna take my solo time to talk about somebody else. They're like, no. I'm gonna need all y'all to back me up. We all witnessed this.
Yeah.
Power in numbers.
Definitely.
That was a good move, honestly.
Yeah, that was a good move, yeah.
Because they all backed it up.
Yeah. And then I just like Gabby's face when Rachel was down there. She was just just absolutely
wasn't even
disgusted.
like to the good part. She was like,
yeah.
What?
Yeah, and then because I actually saw like the Instagram reel of it was Hannah B's season, and it was like one of the rose ceremony. I think the guy's name was Luke.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And he just wouldn't leave. She was just like, "You need to leave." And
she moved the podium.
Yeah, she moved the podium.
Okay, I'll move.
Yeah. That definitely gave me.
I still love Hannah Beast.
Yeah.
What a season.
I think the whole household does.
Yeah. We're all on board with Hannah.
Yeah. Right. So that was like the vibe that I got.
Yeah.
When they asked Chris to leave, and then he was just kind of sitting there waiting, and then he was just like, "Nope, gonna go back and say." Yeah.
We're like, no, pretty sure. We just told you to go home.
Right, yeah.
So I noted that I thought that they, for how frustrated they were with that situation, I thought they were really good at, like, articulating, like, well, what their expectation was and, like, why they didn't like it. And,
exactly.
like, I thought they, both of them handled it really well. I thought, like, this is going to sound bad. It's not that I didn't think highly of either one of them, but I didn't expect them to handle, like, any sort of confrontation.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, they did handle it very well. Right. Especially when Gabby and Rachel, they were escorting him for the second time. And, like, he very, like, subtly, but, like, also, like, pettily, if that's a word, petty-like, like, went up and was just like, "Excuse me, guys," and, like, went up against him, and then Gabby was just like, "You know what? You can actually lead us out. Like, you can actually go ahead."
Right.
Like, so I felt like...
slowly follow behind and watch you actually leave the premises.
Right, yeah. So I thought that was, like, very mature of how she handled that.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
I hope there's more drama. I hope they have to walk people out more in, like, a
definitely
bad way.
Oh, definitely.
I really like that.
I mean, I only popped in with Katie Thurston's season, so I don't know if there have been, like, punchings been thrown for previous seasons, but I'm here for it.
I mean, there's been some nasty walkouts.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But I feel like we haven't had many, like, good ones, like dramatic walkouts.
Yeah. Like,
that's what I need. I need a dramatic walkout.
I need a big burly security guy.
Hopping. We need all that that good stuff.
And then also, like, the fact that when they were doing, like, the rose ceremony and Gabby calling Meatball. She didn't say James, she said Meatball.
To be honest, I didn't even know his name was James. I kept forgetting. It's just like Meatball Guy.
Right, he is a Meatball
fair.
Guy. Yeah.
He is a Meatball Guy. You came out and put meat sauce all over you. Like,
God, I know.
You're Meatball. Yeah. But he did say, like, was it the end, like, the bloopers or whatever, that he says that he's called Meatball?
I think so,
Because Gabby was like, are your brother's name Sausage? Super funny, Gabby. Super funny.
Yeah, right. Alright, that's all I have for the cocktail party.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Rachel finally had a good night.
Yeah.
The whole thing with Mario, she said during, like, that little solo clip where she was like, yeah, like, in the back of my head I was thinking about Gabby and how she gave her first impression rose to Mario. Again, knew this was going to happen because they want to talk about these guys to each other. Mm-hmm. And, like, it's too soon to do that. But whatever. I called it. I just wanted to say I was right. But yeah, that was it. I thought, you know, finally Rachel had, like, a good night.
Right, yeah.
Which, thank God, because I think she's going to have a rough night next week.
Yeah, seriously, when she gets denied 4 times.
Who'd they send home? 4 people, right? We had 4 people sent home? I think that's how many I had.
No, there was 5.
5? Oh, I missed one.
Yeah, so there was Matt L.
Matt, that's who it was. That's
yeah.
Who I missed.
I don't...
Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell, yeah.
I have to say his whole name just because what?
Justin B., the teacher, that we didn't expect him to get far anyways.
Oh, so then there were 6. John.
And then Ryan, right? 1, 2, 3.
And Brandon.
Oh, and Brandon. I forgot about Brandon. God.
Really sad about that. And Ryan, we called it. He was going to go really far. He's going to go home right away.
Yeah. Yeah, in my notes, I even have Ryan M. No surprise.
Right. This was not a surprise.
No, it wasn't.
For anyone.
Yeah, but I don't remember who the fuck John A. was.
Yeah, there was just too many. There was too many to know. There's too many to cover. Mm-hmm. Sorry about it.
The only person that I'm kind of disappointed in is Matt L, but that's because I have him in my fantasizer lineup. So that's
again, we put a lot of stock in these picks. I know, it's like fun to watch, but then also while you're like, this motherfucker better get more points or we're in trouble. Yeah, so don't... I'm doing okay. I'm like mid-pack right now.
I think I'm all the way at the bottom. I'm really fucking...
you had Jordan, right? He only got like 4 points because he got sent home.
Yeah, that fucking jerk.
How do you get that much screen time in an episode and only give 4 points?
I know. It's really upsetting.
It's rough. It's rough is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So don't go off of our picks.
Yeah.
Go off of King of Lakemore's picks on the 602 on the Club 602 channel.
Yeah, 602
he knows
Road
what
Show.
He's talking about.
Yeah.
We don't.
I mean, I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, well, you do. Yeah, you got a very good read on these guys.
Thanks. I can read men well. Never heard that.
You know what? That's not a bad thing, though.
Right. This is the first time anyone's ever said that to me.
Right.
Cheers to me. I know how to read men.
I'm gonna do this too. See, I mean, I like kind of know how to read men, but I also like the damaged people. So.
I mean, yeah, you like what you like. Right?
I do. Yeah.
I can read them, but I know like not gonna go well.
Right. Yeah.
But next week, really excited. I think next week's episode for us there's going to be a lot to talk about.
Oh, definitely.
That might be a longer episode for us for our
show. So I'm definitely going to be more diligent on the note taking.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that should be exciting. Hopefully we won't be terribly exhausted from having to watch this god-awful show.
I love it.
You know what? Yeah, I sit here and I'm like, it's a god-awful show, but I'm just like, oh, secretly.
A lot of years invested now.
Yeah.
I like it. I think this is going to be one of my favorite seasons.
Yeah, definitely.
Which we needed because the last few have been...
Yeah. They haven't been that exciting.
No. COVID did a number on it, and then, like, Claire and Tasha. It's just been not that exciting. I didn't love Katie's season. I didn't love Clayton's season. I always forget his name. I feel bad, but I forget his name every time.
You know what? He wasn't really that exciting, so that's understandable.
Like, this season's already better.
Right.
I stopped watching Clayton's season because I was bored. So you know that's bad when.
Right, yeah. All right, well, follow us on the Club 602 channels. If you can dig us up on Instagram, whatever. My Instagram's public. I don't really care.
It's not going to be that hard.
It's not going to be that hard.
We're not real hidden.
The red hair's kind of a dead giveaway.
Yeah. It sure is. is.
Yeah, but keep following Club 602 on YouTube.
602 Rose Show. Do the Rose League.
Yes.
Do the Fantasizer. Season-long picks is now up and running this week. Mm-hmm. So you can do your season-long. Don't think that's going to go well for me, but...
No.
Fingers crossed again.
Yes, but look forward to our next episode.
Oh, yeah.
We usually try to do it every Tuesday. We're kind of slow this week, but you know what? We'll fire it right back in.
Maybe we'll do a guest next week.
Maybe we'll do a guest next
week. We'll get wild. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, there's plenty of opportunities.
Fuck around and find out.
Well, fuck around and find out. All right, friends. Until next time.
It's been real.
It's been real.
Fun.
It hasn't been real fun. It's been a real slice.
I gotta go.
Yeah, I know, right? Cheers. Oh, God.